it's Ash from Super Videos, back to talk about Season 10 of The Walking Dead. In this video, we're going to talk about who Beta was before the apocalypse, of course based on all of the different clues, reveals, and Easter eggs that they've given us so far. I'm going to throw in some of my own predictions and speculations in terms of how I want them to officially kind of confirm who Beta was and to finally end story regarding Beta's identity. Like I said, it's what I want to see. Doesn't mean that it's what I think we're going to see. Some of the stuff I'm going to talk about in terms of how they're going to reveal who Beta was is probably not going to happen. It's just things that I wish they would do, but they're probably not going to do. So with that, let's jump right into it. First, let's actually backtrack to Season 10 Episode 2, which was called We Are the End of the World. We saw the moment Alpha and Lydia found Beta. And when we met Beta, he had this mask on to not reveal his identity. There is a significance for why he's doing it. He doesn't want them to recognize him, to know who he is. And he would only do that if his face is recognizable. And there's even a point when Alpha tries to uncover the mask to see who Beta is, but obviously Beta stops her. So that shows that he doesn't want people to know who he is. And when Alpha uncovers the mask and looks at Beta and realizes his true identity, she cracks a smile. Now obviously we don't see who Beta is, but we do see Alpha's smile. The only reason why Alpha would smile is if she recognizes him or knows who he is. Ryan Hurst, the actor that plays Beta, says, before the apocalypse, Beta could have been a recognizable person. He could have been like a celebrity. For comic readers, we knew this was coming because in the comics, it's true, Beta is a recognizable person. He used to be an athlete before the apocalypse and people know who he is. In the show, they're not going to make him an athlete, and instead they're going to make him maybe another type of celebrity, potentially a singer. And we'll talk about that, but there's a hint about that. When we have Alpha singing, Beta stops her and basically tells her the only voice he likes is the voice of the dead. Now this could hint that Beta could have a past in music, and it could be another clue that maybe Beta was a singer before the apocalypse. Now also, if we take a look at this shot, we see like a board and there's this picture. There's two people standing there. This is obviously Beta and this is his best friend, the guy that Alpha killed. He's wearing the same shirt and everything. Now he has both of their faces scratched. Now I don't know why he would scratch up his best friend's face, but it makes sense why he would scratch his own face. At first, I'm like, why would he scratch his friend's face? It's kind of odd. And then I'm like, maybe his friend was also a celebrity of some sort. But then I'm like, why would he care if he's dead? And then I'm like, maybe he doesn't want to see his friend's human face because it reminds him of him again, over and over again. But that's weird. Why wouldn't he just smash the glass and rip up the picture instead of scratching up the picture? Or actually just open the glass and take out the picture. He scratched up the pic, so I'm assuming he has access to the picture. Unless that picture was scratched before. Also, if you look into the background of that picture of Beta and his best friend, you see that they're actually at an addiction treatment facility. So either him or his best friend had an addiction problem. Another point to keep in mind is that the place Alpha and Lydia first find Beta and where the picture is actually used to be a mental institution before the apocalypse. We know that because Lydia in that episode asked Alpha why there were pillows on the walls, to which Alpha replied they did that so that people like Beta wouldn't hurt themselves. Then she goes on to say how they think Beta's broken, but he's not, and all of that, which they actually connect to the scene where Beta confronts Alpha when she goes to his secret room in that same episode. So check this. What if Beta was a rock star, he got an addiction, and then he lost his mind? To a point he had to be taken to a mental institution. We could have had an Easter egg already about what type of celebrity he could have been. If you watch one of the episodes last season of Fear the Walking Dead, season 5 of Fear, there was this shot where we had all of these records, vinyl records, on the ground. And there was this particular one where the guy that's on the cover looks a lot like Beta. Now, when this episode came out, we talked about this a little bit, but it seems like this is confirmed at this point. This is Beta. Before the apocalypse, Beta was a singer of some sort, maybe a country singer, maybe a rock star. But it seems like Beta before the apocalypse was some sort of a singer or a celebrity at the very least. Like I said, this happened in the comics as well, so it's not completely out of the blue, but the fact that they did remix it a little bit is very, very cool. Now, obviously, we're going to have to get some sort of a reveal. Someone might uncover the mask and basically notice who he is, just like the comics. That's going to be coming up, obviously. If they don't have anything like that, then all of this setup would be for nothing. So it makes a lot of sense for there to be an episode in season 10 down the line where we actually have the reveal about who Beta really is. And most likely that's going to happen after his death, after they kill him. I don't think he would reveal his identity just like that. And also there's an Easter egg about who Beta was in an earlier episode of season 10. Season 10 episode 5, which was called What It Always Is. This Easter egg actually involves Emily Kinney, who played Beth on The Walking Dead. She was Maggie's sister. Now, I know you're confused. That doesn't make any sense. I'll explain. There was a little scene when we had Magna. She was listening to this song, and then Yumiko walked in and turned down the music and started talking to Magna. Now, the song that was playing, the melody, was actually from a new song of Emily Kinney. If you didn't know, she's actually a singer. So the melody of that song is her song. That's why we're saying it involves her. But in the show, they actually replaced that with a male singer. The lyrics were different, but the melody was the same. Now, the Easter egg is that that was actually Beta's song. And the final reveal came in the latest episode, season 10, episode 12. As Beta is stabbing Gamma and killing her, Mary's able to do one final blow to the Whispers, which is reveal Beta's identity. Now, of course, she didn't know who Beta was either, and this was just a coincidence, but she rips off Beta's mask. The Whisper sees him, recognizes him from before the apocalypse, and that forces Beta to have to kill the Whisper. Now, one thing I want to mention here real quick is that they did not do a very good job fleshing that scene out in a way that makes sense. Like, they should have spent a bit more time having the Whisper sneak behind Beta and see his face. It felt like the Whisper just kind of got a glimpse and knew who he was, which is a little unrealistic. Now, something else I wanted to mention, and this is purely speculative and there's really nothing to back up what I'm saying, but I think it's pretty cool. Think of it as some entertaining ideas. Imagine this. In one of the episodes of season 10, when we're actually going to see Beta's identity being revealed. And it's going to happen in a way where one of the characters takes off Beta's mask only to recognize him as that rock star before the apocalypse. And one other thing, he has to have a name, so they're probably going to say his real name at that time. So in the intro of that episode, it'll be very cool if we get like a flashback of that character. Let's say Aaron. So we see Aaron and his husband Eric, they're at like a music festival and Beta's song is playing in the background. They walk around and then it zooms in on the stage and we get a reveal that it's Beta performing. Then we may get like some flashes or montage, like Beta is using drugs, he overdoses, then it skips some time. He's in an addiction treatment facility. Time skips again and he's becoming violent and hostile towards the staff and everything. And then we get some more flashes and he's in a mental facility, and then some more flashes and he looks outside and sees someone eating another person's face, the first walker he sees, and that'll be like the intro. And then you can really make it have that killer intro ending by having Beta crack his smile as he sees that. If they do anything close to that, I'm sold on the whole Beta backstory reveal. With all of that said, that's everything that we know so far, and like I said, I mixed in some of my own speculations in here. Again, I don't think they're gonna do all of that, but if they even do a little bit of that, that would be very, very interesting. But I want to know everyone's thoughts and opinions about this in the comment section below. Let me know what you think about what they've given us so far about Beta's identity, and where do you think his story is gonna go in terms of revealing to us who he was before the apocalypse. That's it for this video. See you next time for another super video. If you like what you see, press like, subscribe for more content, and press the bell button to receive notifications for daily uploads.